Hey guys, hi. It is Brent Abel, WebTennis.com, with a follow-up video to this week's episode of What's the Right Shot. And I want to respond to the comments that were made a couple days ago in the Tuesday edition of this episode. And, you know, the first thing that I want to talk about is this transitional volley right here. And, you know, a lot of you said, you know, this is really a great volley, but I got to tell you, this is a very standard transitional volley from deep inside the transitional area. You know, let's kind of kill the old cliche of no man's land because, you know, really I think the only reason we might ever call this no man's land area here is if you get stuck in here and you play the point from here. But definitely you're going to transition through it either when you're serving or whether you're returning serve, and that means you're going to play a standard volley or even a standard half volley, and that's perfectly okay. So I don't want you to think that this is some kind of miracle volley here. I mean, really all that I've done is you know, just come into this area here and you know, gone through kind of a classic split step so that I can get out of the path of the incoming ball, get some good spacing, and then just play a standard backhand knee-high volley cross-court from here. Now, the second thing that you guys pointed out was our beloved Clifford Felden not moving in after the return. And not that he's got a poach off of this. He certainly could. But, you know, if this is you here, if you're the returner's partner, you got to make sure that you don't stay stuck on that service line over there, that you really move in, and not that you challenge this with a poach all the time. Again, as I said before, you could, but that you move up so that now my visual in terms of this backhand volley becomes a lot tougher. You know, the little cross-court lane I've got is not as easy, is not as wide, because this player has moved up. So that's thing number two. And then after this backhand volley, there was a lot of comments about this second volley being, you know, left short. And I got to tell you, you know, Brian Kaplan, he absolutely unloads with a classic one-handed backhand drive that all I'm thinking about here is I just want to get my racket behind the path of that ball as soon as I can, so that all I'm really intending to do here is maintain court positioning. I mean, if I can get this ball anywhere back over here cross court, then again, my partner guy and I have got good court position. And, you know, that's all I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to play a drop volley. I'm not really thinking about depth, even though, look, come on. I mean, this ball lands, you know, decently deep. So that's really my intention here, is just to shove it back deep, maintain good court position, and I'm going minimalist on stroke technique with that volley, and now forcing Brian into, okay, you know, what's going to be your next shot? And I think the next thing is that, yeah, he goes for the lob, which I think is okay in this situation. But for me, if I'm Brian, and boy, this is slow, I apologize for that. Let me get this back here. If this is me if this is me setting up for this lob, I'm either thinking an underspin lob, which I've got much better control of to, you know, get this thing deep, or the other thing I'm thinking about with an underspin lob, which doesn't require a huge backswing, doesn't require a lot of swing, is now from that underspin lob setup, if I wanted to, I could play almost a low and slow underspin approach shot down here in front of me and be able to have that shot option. So right below the video, let me know what's on your mind. And as always, get out there and make it another unbelievably spectacular day.